Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Today I'm going to show you how we put spacers behind a ledger board that we're going to attach to a concrete wall. So if you learn a little something about how to mount a ledger board to a house and keep space behind it so that it can dry out and won't rot, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. All right, so basically what I have here, we're not attaching to the side of the house on this particular build, right? We are putting it right to this concrete wall. So you can already see I have justified elevation. This blue chalk line is where I need the top of my ledger board to be. So what I want to do, I could just take a 2x8 and go ahead and just mount it to the wall. But over the years, as the moisture comes in here and water gets in here and sediment, you can kind of see there's sediment all over this where the old deck was. So what I want to do, instead of trying to flash this, which would be virtually impossible, and I just don't want to run a bead of caulk and hope, oh, that's probably good enough, we're going to actually space this ledger board off the wall, and we're going to use some old composite fence boards that I have to do it. So we got to make those parts. Let's get going on that. Show you how I do that, and then we'll figure out what our spacing is going to be, and then we'll mount it up, and then we'll get it installed onto the wall. All right, guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm taking some old composite fence boards. I think these were Trex. I'm not sure even. I think they're Trex. And I'm cutting them down into 9.5-inch widths. I know I can use a 5/8-inch Simpson Titan bolt every 16 inches to my engineer spec. So I need, every 16 inches would give us 13 bolts for our 16-foot ledger. And then we'll have to add another little 2-foot section into this patio area. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and make all the parts first. And then we have another small section to do as well. So I'm probably gonna make 13 plus probably another 10 pieces for around the corner. Once we get that done, we're gonna detail them so they have a little bit of watershed ability. We'll mount those to the back of the 2x8s, and then they're ready to go, and then we can drill our holes for our bolts, and then we can mount it to the concrete. I'm gonna cut some 7.5-inch spacers, and then I'm gonna cut them again with a couple beveled angles to it once we get these cut. So I'm just gonna cut 4 at a time. All right, guys, so there you go. That's the basic concept of what we're doing. We take the wood, we're putting a composite spacer behind it, so when it sits up against the concrete, these sit against the concrete and not the wood, so there's some room for drainage. These are cut a little bit on a pitch so the water will drain down and out, and it gives us a little ventilation behind here for drying. Because we can't flash this and it's not mounted directly to the house, this is my method for choosing how to hang this ledger. So in our next video, we're gonna be showing you how we mount this board to the concrete with some special screws that we haven't used yet. They're made by a company called Strong Tie, so don't miss out on that. So make sure you click that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Have a great day.